Okay, afternoon, ladies. Hope you're all doing well. Wanted to go ahead and send you the video from the South Carolina United game. As we look at this, just a few things really we wanted to touch on was two real game functions, which is pressure to win the ball back, and what we're doing with the ball in the attacking half going into the attacking third. Okay, so some things to pay attention to. So obviously the pressure we're putting the other team under when we win possession of it, and then what we're doing with that possession. So is it a forward pass? Are we trying to get in behind? Are we trying to play feet? Are we trying to change the point of attack? So just a few things. And again, not going to take too long. This might only take 10-15 minutes at the most. Okay, so again, we're going to get straight into it. So the first one is just looking at the type of press we're putting on the ball here, which was one of the good things we did in the first half. So that's really, really good pressure. Then obviously the next part of that is really leading on to what we're doing with the ball when we win the ball, right? So Addy did a very, very good job stepping in and winning possession of the ball, right? So let's just go back and have another look at this. So good pressure really from the midfield. Okay, didn't really allow a pass out. Okay, we step, we press, we win the ball here. Then at this point here, I know during the game I remember noting and talking to Addy that at this point maybe we could have dribbled, right? Because it looks like Kai's peeling away to look for the ball in behind. Okay, so that gives Addy a good chance to keep going, right? Right now, if we really look at the game for what it is, there's a 2v2 going towards goal. Okay, so that's one where we might want to carry the ball, but I can see the reasons why Addy wanted to pass, but at the same time, it's reading the game and understanding what happens. Okay, so just obviously looking at that, we turn the ball over there. Okay, so I'm going to move straight on to the next clip. Okay, and there's about 9 or 10 clips through the video what we're going to watch. Okay, so again, this is again, we've won the possession of the ball. Okay, so let's just go back and just take another look. Okay, so we won possession of the ball right here. All right, fantastic. Again, good defending. Okay, and the ball's gone into Kai's feet. Again, good opportunity for us now to try and get runners off the ball, try and look for players in behind, and not just that, trying to get support underneath the ball, because if we can't go forward with it, we need to be able to find a pass. So let's just see what happens. Okay, and Kai ends up holding on to the ball too long. Okay, and again, it's not necessarily the worst thing we did here, but again, could we have maybe turned away from pressure Kai, obviously commit to that run from Curly. Okay, really dedicate yourself to getting in behind there. Obviously B's movement, maybe we could run on here. That might pull this player out of the way for someone else to come into the space as well. And then obviously we're looking at this player getting underneath. So something to think about there. Okay, so I'm just going to let it run out. So it's good hold up play from Kai. It's probably just we needed to get rid of the ball a little bit sooner, right? Okay, so next clip. That's the same clip, by the way. So again, just reading the game now. So we've won the ball, defended well, got the ball out of pressure, won the ball back, played Maggie's feet here. So it's again making the right decision, okay, and not only making the right decision whether to pass, whether to dribble. Okay, but also reading the body language of our teammate here. Obviously, it looks like Curly is looking at trying to get on a bike here, right? The reason these arrows are here is Curly's obviously looking to go this direction, right? Maybe if we are to pass, we've got to give it in these areas, right? Just to make sure that this fullback, who's really on her toes, she's ready to go, right? She's going to try and step into really any of this space where the ball gets played. So our pass maybe needs to go here, so Cody can protect it. Or the last thing is can we just dribble and take our space? Okay, there's a lot of space for us to dribble into there, so maybe look at taking our space. Obviously, I think we're a little bit rushed, and again we turn the ball over again. All right, so again we do a relatively good job picking the ball up. Okay, and then it's just that decision making from that point right there. Okay, all right. All right, so again, this is this part right here. Just want to take a look at the just a couple of things, okay? So bounce the ball out, perfectly fine. We got on the ball on the half turn, and now we're looking forward. So there's a couple of things I really want us to take a look at in this case. So it's going to be really 3 or 4 people we're gonna include in this. So number one, obviously, we're looking to try and get the ball behind. We've got to read Curly's hips. Curly's hips are facing this way. Okay, so we need the ball in these areas here, right? It doesn't make much sense to give the ball to her feet because she's not showing feet. If her hips are facing the player who's passing the ball, it makes a lot of sense to pass it to her feet. But as we can read from her hips, she's trying to get in behind. So that pass, we have to overhit the ball and get that one in behind. That's if we're going to do that, right? That's the first thing. Second thing, one of the things that Curly could do initially is start wider to create a bigger gap between these 2 players. If she goes wider, 2 things happen, right? This player follows, creates more space between the centre back and the full back. That's the first thing. The second thing, if she doesn't follow Curly in those wide areas, then we can find Curly in that wide area, and then she can dribble and she'll 1v1. Okay, so there's that to think about. And then the last part about it is, where's our fullback? At this point here, we need to be getting numbers committed forward. We need to get people in these areas because a lot of space for us to attack into. Okay, so let's just let it run out again. Now I know as the play's developing here, okay, Addie's a little bit behind, which is fine. I don't mind this position right now, but it's also recognizing the moment that when Maggie's got the ball, we need to get moving, okay? So right now, maybe Addie, you could have got going, right? And then obviously what happens is we end up playing the ball behind Curly, and we obviously return the ball over there, okay? Okay, so let's just take a look at this. So again, this is good play here. I really want to hit on this, okay, because what happens is Curly looks behind, right? So let's just freeze this. Curly's obviously looking in behind, and Kai recognizes that if Curly's going, the space is going to be in front for her to come and receive the ball. So it's good play, and again, it's just executing in those areas, right? So just watch it one more time. So it's good stuff. It's good play. Curly's going on. Kai's coming in. We've really got to work on getting that ball either to feet or finding Curly in behind. It's got to be one or the other. Okay, I don't necessarily think there was a solid decision that was been made. Okay, so if we're playing Curly in behind, fantastic. If we're not, we've got to really punch that ball into Kai's feet on the ground, so that way she can get the ball under and then get moving from there. Okay. Okay, so building on the next one. All right, so at this point right now, Curly's pressed in 1v1. It's really, really good pressure. Okay, now we've got to go as a group. Okay, the defensive press, we have to go as a group and we have to try and win the ball. Now we get a throw in out of this, I think. Let's just let it run out. But right now, I want to really hit on the what ifs. Okay, what if that player would have passed the ball back to the goalkeeper? What if the centre-back would have got the ball and then open up and face forward, okay? We didn't really get that many people pressing into the attack, okay? So once we see this happen, especially in these areas as well, because she's got this sideline here and that isn't helping her out. If she was in the middle of the field, she's got a lot more room on this side and a lot more room on that side to work with, whereas now, look at her hips, she's facing the sideline, she's really got nowhere to go. That's where we all need to press in. That's where Kai can commit herself to pressing the centre-back and maybe looking to try and get the pick off the pass to the goalkeeper, and then we need to commit our midfield forward as well, okay? So just recognizing that. Again, it's good defending from Curly, okay, but just recognize that it worked out for us in the end, but again, we want to talk about those what-if moments, right? Okay, so just recognizing here the option to play forward, okay, and then the speed of play. Okay, I just want to hit on this real quickly, okay, because we talk about options, we talk about when we get the ball, can we think quickly, can we think ahead of the game, can we have forward thinking, okay? So in these moments right now, I was going to rewind it, okay, so when the ball gets popped back, Ash, can we have a good idea of where we want the ball to go a little bit earlier, okay? So it's here, prepare yourself, get it under control, and then play it in, okay? Obviously, we kind of and then we end up not giving the ball away, but not really getting the desired outcome, right? So there, can we pop it in real quickly? Can be a touch and a play, and then we're out of trouble, okay? So just something to think about there. Okay, so again, just taking a look at this this movement here. So we'd won the ball. Okay, great stuff by I think this is Perry at this point. Okay, she turns away from pressure. Perfect. Okay, now, okay, this is important. Okay, you've already got behind the left centre back. This is the left centre back here with Anna. Okay, she's already behind the left centre back. Could we have maybe played the ball in a more dangerous area? So I'm just going to draw on this all quickly. Could we have maybe gone here? Okay, because now Anna can look behind into these spaces. Okay, and we've made that ball now. They have to defend this. They have to pick up the run. They have to defend this ball. Okay, what happens is we didn't really read the hips. Okay, we didn't really look at where Anna was trying to run. Okay, and we end up completely missing the pass. Okay, so again, it's just having a decent understanding. Now we've got the ball, reading your teammates' hips, having a look at their body language, where they're facing, where do we think they're going to go, and then also having a look where the defense are as well. Okay, this player right now, she's not really understanding what's going on in the game, so maybe we could have looked behind just a little bit sooner, and then we would have got Anna in behind. Okay, so but good stuff, good defending. Just obviously again, when we win the ball, it's that transitional moment when we win the ball. Okay. And I think that was it. Okay, yeah, good stuff. Okay, so again, we didn't want to hit on too many crazy things. We're going to video the game this weekend as well, to take a look at some other things that happened during the game. Maybe we'll look at the back four, maybe we'll look at the midfield defensive structure as well. Okay, but just a few ideas for us to really look at as we go forward, and also to kind of point out how much possession we lose after we win the ball from the other team. So once we win possession of the ball, how many times we turn the ball straight back over. Okay, so it's when we win the ball, having numbers around, thinking quickly, can we go forward? If we can't, fine, let's keep possession of it. If we can, let's make sure we dedicate ourselves to having that final product and final quality. Okay, so good stuff. Again, it's all good takeaways, it's all good learning for us. All right, and we keep on improving. Okay, good stuff, and I'll see everybody soon.